السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء، تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم، كما قال عز شأنه: كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وكل نفس ذائقة الموت. وقال: كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنام، سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا أبي القاسم محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين، واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون. صلوات. Today is the birthday of the symbol of justice and infallibility and resistance and truth, Fatima Zahra Salamullahi alayha. Mubarak to all of you and all mu'mineen around the world and all ulama and maraja, and I extend my greetings and tabreek to the presence of Imam Zaman Ajalallah Ta'ala Faraduhu Sharif. If we look to the seerah and the lifetime and the practice and teachings of Sayyida Salamullahi alayha, we find in her very short time spent that she had in this world. She was 18, if everybody knows, when she was martyred. In this very little time, she has given almost every single lesson that a human being can, ever needs, practically, while she was inside the home. This is amazing. This is a mu'jiza by itself. This is a miracle by itself. Apparently, when we talk about her, we say, and people think, that she was a role model for women of the world. And this is what people say. But in fact, yes, she was the best role model, and she is, not was, she is the best role model for the ladies of the world, but not just the ladies. She is best role model for men as well. Her teachings and her sirat and her practice that she was doing and was saying, her hadith, her seerah, was not for men only. For women only. It was for men and women both. Just like Rasulullah. Rasulullah was a man. So do you think that every thing that he did was for men only? No. Yeah, there are certain things that Rasulullah could not practice it for women as role model. It's not possible for him to do it. For example, hijab is wajib for women. So the Prophet could not practice himself. It's not possible. So he needed someone to come to be part of the Risalat and the messengerhood and the prophethood to do what he's supposed to do it for them, and he is not able to do it because he is a man. How could he show that a good mother should be like this? How can he be a role model for a good mother? He cannot be, because he's yes, he can be role model for a good father, yes, but not mother. So he needed someone to play this role and complete his responsibility, Rasul's responsibility. On the other side, if you see the seerah of Fatima salamullah alayha herself, although she was a woman, but her teachings was not confined for women. The topic that we were discussing under the light, in the light of Dua Makarim Akhlaq, it was about dhulm. Dhulm from both aspects. Dhulm means injustice, right? Wrongdoing, from both aspects. And Imam was teaching us to say this in dua, وَلَا أُذِلِّمَنَّ, oh Allah, don't let me be madloom. Being madloom is also not allowed to, be madloom purposely. No. Don't let somebody wrong you. Don't give him the chance to wrong you. Don't give him the power over you to wrong you. Yes, you are sometimes helpless and somebody is wronging you. What you can do? Whatever you can do to defend yourself, you should defend yourself. It is wajib on you to defend yourself. Defense is wajib. So the word, the sentence that Imam has used is so beautiful. وَلَا أُظْلِمَنَّ وَأَنْتَ الْمُطِيقُ عَنِ الدَّفْعِ عَنِّي. Ya Allah, don't let me be madloom while you are able to defend me. So this sentence has two parts. Number one, don't let me be madloom. The second part, you are able to defend me and keep away the dhulm from me. So first part, it doesn't mean that if I am wronged by somebody, I should sit down and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that only He is going to just defend me. It doesn't mean that. Do your job, do what you can do to stop the dhulm with justice. That is the key. Stop the dhulm not with dhulm. Sometimes people want to defend themselves. While defending themselves, they become zalim, and the zalim who was zalim, he becomes madloom. In conflict, most of the time this happens. In many cases, people bring a case, so listen to me, see, this person here has done this to me. And when you hear from the other person, he says, yes, I did this is true, but he did 10 times more or 2 times more than what I did. Both are zalim, but who is adlam? Who is more zalim? The person who did more. Somebody used bad words and you use 2 times more than him. Of course. So zulm cannot be repelled by zulm. Zulm should be repelled by justice. And that is the hard thing to do. And that is where sometimes the Madlum finds himself helpless. Many times you have the power, maybe you have power more than the Zalim, but you have no choice. Because if the person who is Zalim, who is wronging you, you are stronger than him and you can reply to him in a stronger way. But the problem with you is that if you do that, you might cross the limits and now you become the Zalim and he becomes the Madlum. In this situation, you have to stop. You have to keep, and here where the sabr, the role of the sabr starts. Sabr. So all those topics are interconnected, interrelated. We have to understand the overall Islamic akhlaq and Islamic ethical values and the system of akhlaq in Islam. You will find the best balance, of course. Who will show us how to do that? We find that the most Madlum people are Ahlul Bayt. You cannot find anybody Madlum more than them. Today when we talk about Bibi Fatima Salamullah Alayha, she was Madlum. Yes, of course she was Madlum. If you put the case, present this case of Fadak, for example, in front of anybody, regardless of his religion, creed, color, or country, or anything, a human being, tell him this happened. It is so obvious, so clear, that somebody who has the possession of a land and somebody else is coming to claim it, who should provide the evidence? The person who has the possession already, or the person who is coming from outside and claiming, no, this is not yours, this is mine? You live in your house and somebody comes, no, this is not your house, this is my house. I'm living in this house. This is enough evidence for me to present that this is my house, this is in my possession. No, it's not your house, it's my house. Okay, if it's not my house, in your house, give us the evidence. So the person who is claiming, he will give the evidence. Right? Here is totally yours. Bibi Fatima has the possession and somebody is coming and saying, hey, it's not yours, it's mine. I will take it. Okay, if you want to take it, give us the evidence that it is yours or it is not mine. Instead, they are asking Bibi Fatima to give evidence that this is yours. So, totally wrong from beginning to the end until her shahadat. Every single step is totally wrong from their side. And from her side, she was wronged, she was Madluma. So this is something very clear. What we learn from this is the important thing that we should consider. While all her merits, her excellence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given her, the status that Allah has given her, the Prophet that showed the people how he respected her, how he loved her, not just loved her, respected her. He would stand up for her, show them that, see, this is my daughter, but I'm standing for her, kissing her hand out of utmost respect. Make her sit on his place. He would move and let her sit on the place where he was sitting. This is unusual. But he was doing it to show people that how respectful she is in his eyes. Saying salam when he is coming on her door, standing there, assalamu alaikum ya ahl bayt. Everything he did and then his sayings about her excellence, everything is recorded in the history, and every Muslim, nobody denies that. They accept that this happened. Now what we learn as a madlum, if we are in a place of someone who has been wronged, so how to defend ourselves? See, wala udlamanna. So this is the balance. Don't be violent, don't be madlum. Okay, don't be madlum. How you say don't be madlum? Somebody is doing wrong. How I cannot be madlum? It's not my choice. Somebody is forcing me to be madlum. Okay, so here is what Bibi Fatima Salamullah alayha taught us with beautiful balance. When she became madlum and somebody wronged her, she did not allow them easily to wrong her. No. She defended herself. Now this defense, we should learn that how this defense was, what kind of defense it was. She was the wife of the strongest person on earth at that time, Imam Ali alayhi salam. He could raise the sword and start fighting and start defending her with sword, and he had the right to do that, but he didn't do it. Now, did he keep quiet? Did she keep quiet totally? Or did they really fight strongly? None of them. It was between these two. Imam Ali defended her to the extent that it would not lead to anything that may cause some damage to overall Islamic society. He said, it's okay, we'll take it on us, we'll do the sabr, we'll show our patience here, but on the other side, the lady who never went out, she's coming out to deliver a khutbah. She never did this, never. This is the first and last khutbah of her. She has few more khutbahs, of course, among the ladies, not the people. But she is coming in the masjid first time. And when she came, first of all, she was wearing khimar, then jilbab on the khimar. Then ladies from Bani Hashim were around her. She was surrounded by them. 3. The 4th hijab was, then a curtain was there between her and the audience. With these 4 levels of hijab, she is coming there and speaking. But why she should come? Why she should speak? Can sit at home. Do sabr. Yes, sabr has a meaning. Sabr doesn't mean that let a zalim do zulm on you and you keep quiet. No. Speak, but with balance. Some people say, I'm defending myself. I have the right. You have the right of defense, but see the limits. There are limits for every single thing. This is what is called adl balance. In this situation, when Fatima was, it was impossible for somebody to tolerate that situation and act as she did or Imam Ali did. It's impossible. That's why, many people say, no, this didn't happen. Why? Because this is not possible. Why? Because they compare them with themselves. Because if I was there, I would do this and I would do this. Because it is you and it is Imam Ali. They are teaching you what to do at home. We start from our home. Why are you doing this with your wife? What your wife you doing with your husband? He did this. Okay, if he did this, so what? You should know the limits of sabr, and limits of adl, limits of dhulm, the meaning of dhulm. You cannot do dhulm even when a little. So you have to be careful that if, even at home, within your society, anybody is wronging you, don't make it excuse to wrong him. This is not an excuse to wrong him. Yes, you have the right to defend. She came and she delivered the khutbah. Amazing khutbah for that, a long khutbah. And if you read that khutbah, you will say, what is this? What she was wronged about? This is not the subject, apparently, Tawheed. Why should she come and speak about Tawheed before she is talking about fadak? She came for fadak. She should directly start with fadak. You took my land, give it me back, and this and that. That's it. This was the topic and this was the issue. But she talked about this issue very little in khutbah fadak. The sermon of fadak, apparently, see, from its name, it is evident it is about fadak. And that's why I always emphasize to read this khutbah fadak. Read it. This is the khutbah fadak. Read it. You will be amazed that she is talking about Tawheed, Salat, Nubuwwat, Imamat, Quran, the philosophy of Ahkam, philosophy of Shariat, Islam, and so many topics. So many topics. At least 20, more than 20 main topics. And each topics, contains so many sentences, maybe hundreds of topics covered in this khutbah. Why? Because she is actually trying in her defense. So see, this is the defense, subhanallah. We don't have time. Otherwise, we can really analyze this khutbah from all aspects and see that how we can apply it in our life and neither be zalim nor madlum. Very easy. We can do that. Yes, it is hard for the people whose iman is not that strong. But if you have strong iman, it becomes easy for you. And especially if you see such examples in front of you, such role models. Why Tawheed and other topics before speaking about her own personal right? Because she wanted to teach us that if somebody wrongs you, remember that he also should have some reasons in his mind why he is doing it. There are some reasons. Instead of just defending your own right, your personal things, your personal belonging, remove the reasons from his mind. Try to remove all those reasons. This is your job. If you do that, then speak about your own rights. She knew that these people, they don't know true Tawheed yet. They don't know about Risalat, who is Rasulullah, so how they know who is Fatima. اعلموا أني Fatima. Remember, this is me Fatima. She said this after all these topics were discussed in her khutbah. Read it. After talking about all those khutbahs, he is saying, اعلموا أني Fatima. This is me, I am Fatima. When a speaker comes here and he wants to introduce himself, when he will introduce himself? In the beginning or in the end? In the beginning. She is introducing herself almost in the end, not in the beginning. Why? Because she wants to tell them that, see, the reason you did this because your iman is not strong. I want to make your iman strong. Once you believe in Allah, right now you will give me my right back now. But since you don't have that strong iman in Allah, in Rasul, in Quran, in Ahlul Bayt. You don't know the philosophy of Islamic ahkam and rulings. So this is the reason you have done it. If you understand everything, then you understand I am Fatima. When you know I am Fatima, you will not do what you did with me. Okay. The time is over. So when Imam Sajjad is saying in dua, وَلَا أُظْلِمَنَّ, Ya Allah, don't let me be madloom. It means what? It means I have the right to defend myself, right? How to defend? How to start? Let's take the example, always I take the example of family. Why? Because this is the first thing that we encounter in our life. First relationship that we encounter, and of course, there are so much chances of conflict because we live together in a family, in an extended family, in a community. So what we do, if somebody wronged you, instead of directly saying, hey, give me my phone back, you took my phone, you first remove anything, any reason that he might have done this. He might have thought that this phone is his phone. It looked like he's doing this time. First of all, tell him, okay, I know you have the same phone. Can you check your other pocket? You might have it in one with you. Can you ask somebody else? You might have left it in your car. Many things. Remove his maybe misunderstanding or purposely he's doing it. If he's doing it, no, knowingly he took my phone. And now I know knowingly he took my phone. I don't have to tell him, can you check your pocket? Can you check your car? Can you check your home? No. Why? Because I know. So what I will do? Now I will remind him Allah, if he believes in Allah. I remind him humanity is he believes in humanity. So this is a nice way to defend myself. I'm defending myself, but before I defend myself, I'm trying to fix the wrong that he has in his mind that caused him to do this wrong. If everybody shows this akhlaq, what will be our community? See, think about it. Instead of just coming, becoming emotional immediately about everything emotional, think around you. No, I'm Mahboob. He did this. Yes. See why he did it. Try to fix there first. Bibi Fatima did not come and say, give me my land. This is my land. No, wait. Let me fix them first. There is wrong with them first. To do wrong. Let me fix, at least try to fix. Try to fix. Then I tell them, okay, this is my right. Amazing. وَلَا أُظْلِمَنَّ. Don't be madloom, but it has so many aspects to discuss about, which will help us in our life. We are always under stress, under situations that become, out of control. It is because we become so emotional. Bibi Fatima was not emotional. Although she has all rights to become emotional. She did not show her emotions in that way as, unusual people do it. Rather, she was very calm. In that calm situation, she started speaking about the reasons that might have led them to do this zulm, and they might understand as they remember Allah, they remember Rasulullah, they remember Quran, ayat. She quoted 21 ayat. She might, they might hear this ayat and they will regret, and they might come back to the truth and justice. She tried herself with calm situation, emotionally. Why Imam Ali didn't take your sword, just like you? Imam Ali is just like you. Imam Ali is Imam Ali. He knows when he can, use his sword and when he should use his sabr. And he did. So with sabr, you can control so many things. Aql and sabr and ilm. And you can defend yourself with these best qualities. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq and ability to inshallah follow the teachings of Bibi Fatima al-Zahra salamullah alayha. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all in this auspicious day of her wiladat, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all your problems and troubles inshallah, and give you peace and harmony and tranquility in your life inshallah. إن أحسن الحديث وأبلغ الموعظة كتاب الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا